Hi, it's Tim, and today I wanted to make a short video about maximizing the benefits that you get from doing these exercises and stretches. I mean, you're putting forth the effort, so there's a few things that you can do to really get the most for your efforts. The very first thing to do is you pretty much usually have an idea of what part of your body that you're going to be stretching, challenging. So good idea to take just a couple of seconds, breathe into, focus in on the hips, the shoulders, wherever it is that you're primarily going to be working. Do that prior to moving into the exercise. And so after you've done that and you've prepared the body, the next thing you want to do is to make sure that you follow the directions very specifically, because the better you can have your body lined up according to what is just good posture, good alignment, the better results you're going to have. If you start doing the stretches and the exercises with your feet sticking out or in, or you're not quite on the wall like some of them ask you to be, you're just not going to get the results, because you need those things as a mechanism for bringing you back to where you're wanting to go. They're your end result. You're on the wall, for instance, that's where you want to be. You want to be just like a wall as far as your posture's straight up and down. So always check the directions. Make sure that you are right on your alignment before you begin. When you move into your exercises, the way that you want to move into them is with the intent that you only want to challenge yourself just slightly. So on a lot of the static stretches, that's where you're going to find this. Sometimes on the movement stretches too, but mostly on the static. And what I mean by static is you're going to assume a position and just sort of hold it. So there's not a whole lot of movement going on. So you move into that position, and you want to move into it and then keep moving toward the end, toward the final result, until you feel that challenge, until you feel the stretch. Then back up a little bit, and then breathe. And so you've found the challenge, you've backed up to where there's just a slight challenge, and now you're breathing. And so as you breathe, on the exhale, you want to just, it's kind of like taking a step down each time you exhale. You take a step down, your body just relaxes. Deeper, next step, next breath, deeper. And each time, deeper and deeper into the stretch. Ideally, what's going to happen, and what you will begin to notice as you do this more and more, is you move into certain positions and you're going to have a lot of muscles going, very spasm, whoa, this is too much. So that's why you back up. You don't want that. But you're still going to have that some probably in some of the more challenging pieces. So ideally what you want to do is you want to get all of those muscles relaxed. And that will happen. So everything will relax except maybe the one or two that are really being challenged. And that's what you want. And so you really get to that point where the whole system is just feeling good, and you're challenging the specific area, specific muscles that you want to challenge. And you're again doing that only slightly, breath by breath, little bit by little bit. You will move so much faster. Your body will open so much more if you will do this particular thing. If you push your stretches, if you push it to that point to where it's just and hold it, you will get results, but you won't get near the results of allowing it to just gradually unfold. A lot of times I think of it as melting, and I think I mentioned that in some of the other videos. You just kind of melt into the position. Let the body just melt into it. It's a great visualization for me, at least. And the last thing I mention almost always repeatedly, because it is the most important thing from the standpoint of getting lasting results, and that is doing these exercises repeatedly. And repeatedly means often, and often for you is going to be different than often for somebody else. Once a day is not too much. Several times a day for some people is not too much, whatever your schedule is. Several times a week, fit it in. The reality of it is your environment, the way you live, the way you move, the way we all live, the way we all move is challenging us. And we go into our day-to-day routines, and it pulls our body one direction because of what we're doing. What these exercises are doing is helping you bring you back to zero, point zero. Okay? So you're balanced, so everything is centered. You feel much more grounded, much better than having a twist or a turn, ending up with back aches and neck aches and all those other things. Oh, I said this was the last thing. It wasn't the last thing. Here's the last thing. While you're doing the stretches, sorry if I forgot this, but very important, you want to pay close attention as to what's going on in your body. So a lot of them are bilateral stretches, meaning you go one way and then you go back the other way. All right? Notice, is the right side different than the left side? You want both sides to feel exactly the same. Most of the time in the beginning when you start something, they're not. Your goal is to have everything feel exactly the same. With repeated effort over time, it will get there. And so again, what that represents is that balanced place. So instead of being pulled one direction or the other, you are upright and centered. Do these things, and while you're stretching, while you're exercising, you will have such better results. So, hope this wasn't too long. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.